All right, boys, I'm in the archery den today, and thought I'd just give you a review of the Badlands Bino X2 harness I've been running. Badlands Bino X2. This Bino harness has been working out pretty well. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've had about a year, and it runs 130 to 140, I can't remember. I think it's 140, 139.99. I got it at Cabela's. Great harness. I haven't had really any qualms or issues with it. It is made of the Cordura fabrics. You can see that Cordura, so there is a little bit of a, roughness there. It's not such a smooth texture that, if you brush up against certain, if you're going through brush or whatever, it is going to give off some noise, I feel like. But great harness. I'll show you the back first. So they got this mesh here. It's totally aerated, so that it really reduces the amount of heat and sweat that your chest undergoes there by just what they've done there. Really good technology. They've done the same thing on their straps. You have a yoke here. They give you extra support. They got their logo there. But I've been pretty impressed with the cooling. It's not too bad as far as the sweat factor is concerned. They have a bunch of MOLLE here that you can attach certain various equipment with. Gives you options. More MOLLE back here. I just looped the straps back so they weren't flailing all over the place. I will say it's a little bit tight to cinch up with the way the straps pull. They should pull back, so you kind of have to get it set before you put it on. They have this back pocket here. You can fit a bunch of things, your phone, anything really. You could put a gun in there. It'd have to be a smaller gun, but you could fit something like that in there. I wouldn't want it too bulky though, because it is going to be up against your chest, and especially if you want it tight and not bouncing around. Let's see what else we say about the back. It's got a magnet, so it goes right up. I really like the magnetic components they added here. There's 4 magnets total. Actually, if you're counting the magnet on the bottom and on the sides, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 magnets total. So you gotta love that if you're into magnets. They do have these straps here in the back that I've tucked in. They actually go in the front for the binos. You can connect your binos right here, and they have these little carabiner loops that you just strap over your binos. Not too big on the straps. I mean, I feel like if you need those because you're going to lose your binos, maybe you should be a little more careful, in my opinion, but I feel like they kind of get in the way, so I took them back here in the back. You just kind of keep them snug back there. All right, let me put this on here. So relatively easy to put on. You got 4 buckles total, 2 on the top, 2 on the sides. Fairly simple, straightforward. I got it nice and tight here. It's not going anywhere. They have MOLLE on the sides. As you can see, I've already attached a rangefinder case here. Their rangefinder case, the same logo. Didn't feel like I needed another attachment, but if I do, they have an everything pouch you can put on there or something else. Okay, let's talk first. Let's go over the rangefinder case. Really impressed with the rangefinder case. It's almost like a mini fully enclosed Bino case. I mean, the sides are fully enclosed there. A lot of the rangefinder cases I've been noticing online, there's an opening here, and I'm just not a big fan of that. I like the fully enclosed look there. You got little loops here if you want to attach anything on the sides. Also made of Cordura fabric. You can see that little tag there. Little loop on the front, easy open. I mean, you're out there, you got your bow, you just sight in, super easy. There's a magnet there, you gotta pull a little bit. Boom. There's an attach there, and then if you fold it, again, there's another attachment on the bottom. So it's got 2 mag points there on the rangefinder case. I really think that's pretty neat. Super impressed. The fabric inside is really neat. They do have another lanyard in case you want to. Same thing with the lanyards up top on the Bino harness. They do have a lanyard inside, a single one that you can attach to your rangefinder. So there is that option. I don't see the necessity of it because I feel like it gets in the way more. I mean, if you drop it, because you should just be able to, right there. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. And it's a big pouch. It would hold a fairly big rangefinder, I think. So the Bino harness, you have a front strap here, or a front pouch here with a zipper. You could fit a small phone in there. But if you want to film, you could definitely fit your phone vertically, just right there. And it's got a loop here to keep that zipper from flapping around, which is nice. Side pockets, these are really nice, I've noticed. So here's my release. I'll show you something spiffy about that in a second. We got a side pocket here and a side pocket here, which I keep my loop-holed lens cleaner brush. It just kind of retracts. These do a phenomenal job on cleaning up your lenses real quick. But I just tuck that in this molly here and through that other side pouch. And again, like, I'm sure I could fit more things in here too. So top loop, you could use that or pull it from the side. Either way works. But you kind of have to tug it a little bit because there's 3 magnets on the top. 2 on the sides, which is interesting. 1 on the top on this flap here, which I'm not the biggest fan of this flap. I think I would have rathered this top be a little bit longer so that when you pull it over, it kind of goes all the way over and around like the marsupial Bino harness or even the Everlay stock Bino harness, which seems to be a pretty legit harness myself. I can't, no denying that. So we open up here, got our Bino harness bucket. It's got a nice padded bottom there. Pretty soft material on the inside for quietness. I'm not a big fan of this red stop warning sign about the magnets and stuff. I know there can be problems with people's heart rate monitors or whatever they use. And then you got a solid pocket here. You could tuck something in. And I guess you could put a phone or some your hunting tags or whatever. You can see that. So, and I'm not a big fan of the shelf. I feel like sometimes it can flip up, and then now you have it's not going to fully close because that magnet's not attaching there. So I don't know. If I was going to get a new Bino harness right now, it would probably be the Everlay stock Recon. It looks pretty legit. It's got a lot of the same features, but this is still pretty good. It's my first Bino harness, so I can't be too biased here. But so you got a magnet here on the bottom that just comes down, and you barely have to do anything, and it's secure. I mean, that's not going anywhere, which is nice. Most Bino harnesses are not such one-handed deals. You kind of have to both hands to curl it up or both hands to curl it back up. This is completely one-handed, no problem. And I like the magnets on the sides because they really seal the sides, so nothing's getting on that side there. These are 10 by 42s and they fit in here pretty snug. I believe this is a medium size. So they have small, medium, and large. The medium size runs 6 1/8 inch for the height, 5 inches wide, and 2 3/4 inches deep, or the depth, I should say, is 2 3/4 inches. That measurement right there. And then the medium, you got 7 1/4 inches height. Width is 5 1/2 inches, and the depth is 3 inches. And then the large just changes in the width, and the height is 8 1/4, and the width is 6 1/2, with 3 inches for the depth. So relatively not too big of a difference between the medium and the large. It also comes in 4 different colors. So you have your, this is the mud color, which I like because you're most likely going to get dirty out in the field, I would assume. It comes in slate gray all color too, which is pretty nice. It's more modern looking. It has a more tactical look to it. And then you got your Approach OG and your FX OG, which are your FX Approach, which is like a foresty, like forest green and a darker green kind of camel colors, which is nice. You don't want too many colors, but you definitely want some options out there, I would think. Let's see here, what else? So, what's really neat, what I've noticed with my release aid, I've been running a thumb button ever since I busted my Wise Guy Boa Spot Hog, or the Spot Hog Wise Guy Boa Keep Hammering edition. The boa just gave out after a while. So I went back to the old tried and true. The only things that's really going to give out on this is my hand, so why not, right? So this is, it's all metal. I'm not sure what metal. I'm sure there's some aluminum in here somewhere, but it's pretty heavy duty, true fire 4-finger hook style release. So what I do is, because there's magnets here on the sides and the one on the top, you can run this pouch. You stick your release in the pouch like such, and then using the metal barrel, and it attaches right there. I mean, just super simple, snug. I mean, it's not going anywhere. I can really pull on that thing, and it's in there good. So you're doing your bow, you're taking your shot, or you're knocking your arrow, and you just pull out, boom. And then when you're done, you can just open that up and then just quick, boom, magnetize. Use your binos, right? Back out for another shot. Or say you're done shooting. You want to leave your bino bucket open, just put that back in there. Or if you don't want to leave your bino button open and you just put your binos back from looking, just pull that back out, close that, and then you're right back in business. And you can do all sorts of things, and that release isn't coming out. So really neat, nifty release option there. I feel like it's a little bit of a unique feature for Badlands Bino X2 because of the magnetic side and the stretchy pouch. Both of those together. Because if you just have the magnetic on the side, I mean, it's probably gonna fall off eventually. It can get a little bit, there it is. But it get caught on the other magnet on top. So, or you could probably just, there's a magnet down here. I mean, you could just, so using the magnets is pretty nice with handheld releases like that, I've found. I think last, though, I want to show you is they have this D-loop for your bow. You can literally hang your bow right here on the D-loop. Not my favorite because it's a little bit hard to at least take off. I can get it on pretty easily. I mean, that is pretty nice, right? You think, well, that's clumsy. Yeah, you're definitely not going to be traveling with this. Is there any brush or anything? But if you need a break, you just need to take a while to glass. I mean, right? That is super, super duper. It's handy. All right, I need both hands, or I need to range find on one hand, right? I mean, that's it's not a bad combination, I think. So, just something to think about. Again, Badlands has let me just show you how difficult it is to take this off. I mean, I'm sure you could get better at it, but you just kind of have to, I guess that's not too bad. That's not too bad. You just kind of have to feel for it. You can't really take it off trying to look at it. You just have to muscle memory and feel for it. So Badlands Bino X2, great harness. Definitely for a starter, I can't complain. I have nothing really to compare it to that I own. I've seen a lot of videos and some other stuff looks pretty good. Runs $139.99, I believe. And they have an unlimited lifetime warranty. So if anything happens to your Bino harness, you lose it, you scratch it, you tear it, whatever, it's on Badlands. So yeah, not a bad harness. Just thought I'd do this review for you guys just to show you what I'm running and just to give you, I guess, just a little bit of a heads up on what's out there and how unique some of these harnesses can be with different equipment. So stay tuned for more.